Swear to God, these are the best protein bars I ever had in my life. Shout out to Coach Greg for, introducing the recipe and putting it on YouTube. Greg's video doesn't have all of the measurements. I just kind of had to eyeball this, figure it out for myself. Go subscribe to Greg because the recipes that he has released for YouTube have been so good. And they drastically changed the way that I eat, and they drastically changed how easy it is to lose weight, how easy it is for me to diet, because all of his foods are super high protein, they are very satiating and very low calories, so it just makes dieting that much easier. I highly recommend checking out his videos, and I highly recommend buying his cookbook. Alright guys, so today we're going to be making homemade protein bars. They're going to be SKOR homemade protein bars, and this is basically all you need. So what you need is low calorie syrup. I use E.D. Smith. You're going to need cocoa powder, vanilla extract, some SKOR bits, and either FibreYum or Vitafibre, some kind of sweet functional fiber. It's like a fiber-based sweetener, so it's kind of like a syrup. You're gonna need some of that as well. I already made these once and they were so good. So today I'm gonna experiment a little bit and do half Reese's Pieces and half SKOR bits. So we're gonna see how that turns out. Let's get to it. Basically, all you really need is a big ass bowl. First step, get yourself a big ass bowl. So we got the big bowl. Let me pull out the recipe. Vitafibre. This is the stuff that I use. Greg uses FibreYum. Any fiber-based sweetener, like any syrup kind of thing, that's what you're looking for. I use 450 grams of this, or 320 milliliters. So I'm just gonna measure out 450 grams. It's quite a bit, so. This stuff is pretty viscous, so what you want to do is heat it up in the microwave for maybe like 30 seconds just to make it a little bit easier to mix in, because you're going to basically just mix this in with all the other ingredients into this big ass bowl. So I'm going to warm that up. Alright, so throw this Vitafibre in there for about 30 seconds. Ooh. Alright. Protein powder. We're going to add this to our big ass bowl. We're going to do 8 scoops of this protein powder. Alright, so 1, 2, 8. And then we're just going to add the Vitafibre or the fiber sweetener, whatever you got, FibreYum, into the protein powder. There we go. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, so that's just going to be 1 little capful. We'll throw that in there. 1/3 of a cup of this syrup. Add that in there. Alright, and 20 grams of this cocoa. There we go. That was easy. So yeah, you guys can add as much SKOR bits as you want, but I'm going to add 26 grams of these, and then I'm going to also probably do a little bit more of the Reese's Pieces. Let's do 30 grams. Alright, basically you're just going to have this big conglomerate of stuff, and you're just going to mix it around with a spoon. And this is the hardest part, because it takes a while, and it also gets super tough. Need a lot of muscle. Whew. I hope this is recording still. That would suck. I should check. Perfect. Alright. Finished product. Alright, so basically it looks like this. It's pretty tough consistency. I don't even know what to call this thing, but you get one of these things. A deep pan. Alright? Make sure to oil up this pan so that the finished product doesn't stick in. I kind of just, I don't know. That's overkill. You don't need to spray it that much, but I just want to make sure it doesn't stick. And you just try and put it all down in the pan. It's very hard right now. Once you have it all in the pan, you want to just even it out with your hands. So take a bit of your cooking spray, spray it on your fingertips, and then just pat it down until it looks like this. I'm sorry that I didn't get that process on camera, but I messed up and I forgot to hit record. So you're stuck with this now. This. Once it looks like this, feel free to add a little bit more SKOR bits to the top just to make it more crunchy, and I love crunchy, so that's what I do. Sprinkle them all around. Gonna be a little more crunchy than I expected, but that's okay. Pat them all in there. Voila. It's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Once you've done that, all there's left to do is put this in the freezer. I just leave it in there for a day, not even, and take it out, cut it into pieces, and you're golden. What I should have did was made a batch so that I had a batch ready to show you guys, but now I'm just sitting in the kitchen waiting, probably, 4 or 5 hours for the protein bars to freeze. Oh no. They're ready. Cutting board. Big ass knife. Forget how I did this last time. Basically just try and get a corner out. Bang. Basically just cut it into whatever size pieces you're feeling. So, grab some parchment paper and wrap each one individually, throw them in a bag, throw them in the freezer, and you're good to go. So I cut this batch into about 12 squares. Each square is 180 calories, 16.5 grams of protein, 3.3 grams of fat, and 13.5 grams of carbs, as well as 6 grams of fiber. So it'll help you poop.
Holy shit, guys. They're so good. Wish my laundry machine were shut. These are so good. These are awesome. They're my favorite protein bars, and I've had a lot of protein bars. The only thing is, you have to make them. If you guys are patient enough and you want to make them all the time, definitely do. Highly recommend. I kind of saved these ones for a treat because they're honestly really good. You guys just gotta try them. Try them out for yourself. Buy Greg's cookbook. Do whatever it takes. Anyways, go get those gains. Peace.